Greetings everyone, welcome back to Blade Bias. Today I want to talk about the Kraken Trainer and my time with it, but not exactly the update video that I promised you guys on the Kraken Trainer. More about my relationship with a concept that I brought up when I opened the Kraken Trainer, consistency. Because I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I think it could be an extremely useful tool into increasing the ways that we describe the flipping experience of a balisong. Now, when I say consistency, you might be thinking about, oh, I consistently flip or something like that. But what I mean when I say that is a balisong's ability to consistently or often to often correctly execute a trick without messing up and it being the balisong's fault. When you mess up, there's a few different reasons that you did. One of them could be your finger wasn't in the right place, you didn't have enough momentum, etc. But other times it's because the balisong behaves in a way that you didn't expect. And you can see this a lot with unique balisongs. Something like the Akuma Matata, which I did videos on, gosh, a few months ago at this point, didn't fan very well. And because I like to fan and I know how a fan should really feel, I didn't have very good consistency on that balisong, which caused me to not like it very much. So this inherently is going to be an extremely subjective performance metric, which is why I'm more keeping it to this channel, but I think it can definitely help when we describe how a balisong flips. Because if you have the same sort of balance, what's the word that I'm looking for? If you have the same sort of preferences that I do, chances are if I'm not as consistent on a balisong, you might not be as consistent on that same balisong because we share the same preferences. A good example of this could be some people really don't like the Prisma V1 because it has a bit of an awkward balance. I know Brandon, when he first started when he first started flipping the Prisma V1, he ended up messing up a lot of tricks on it because he just wasn't used to the balance that it provided. And the other thing about consistency is it's going to go up as you get used to a balisong. I have spent the last week exclusively flipping the Kraken Trainer and the Vault Pro, which means that my consistency on those two is probably going to be pretty high. Whereas if I go to something like my Prisma Pro over here, which is still my favorite trainer, my consistency right there is probably going to go down a little bit because I'm not used to it. Which, I mean, the Prisma Pro already more consistent than the rest of Machine Wise's lineup, but already sort of loses out in the consistency realm, especially against a Kraken Trainer because you do have that extra length that a lot of people aren't used to. But the Prisma Pro is just amazing in my eyes. But, you know, you do lose a little bit of that consistency, which is why I like it so much, actually. That might sound backwards, but sometimes when a balisong is extremely consistent, there's no fun to be had, you know, like the Kraken Trainer just does what you want when you want it. And sometimes that's boring. Sometimes I want the balisong to do something that I'm maybe not expecting because I can turn that into something cool. But that's kind of why I never really liked the Kraken Trainer back in the day, because the Kraken Trainer V3 is extremely boring to me. There's not too much going on here besides I flip the balisong does what I want it to do. You know, that I guess that's consistency at the end of the day. But like the Kraken is just very standard, very boring, not my favorite thing, but still very good. And I wasn't able to properly appreciate that until this one that I just got, because now, yes, the Kraken is still boring, but I'm enjoying flipping it so much because it's taking tricks that I normally can't really do that often, and I'm landing them so consistently on the Kraken Trainer. My success rate goes way up. I mean, the choker fan that I do has varied quite a bit since I got home from school this past, I guess, a week and a half ago now, because I used to do like this, and then it was this whole thing. But now I'm kind of, I guess, no, my old choker fan didn't really go into anything. But now I'm sort of learning how to grab it in a way that I can continue the combo in, which is really great. Because now I'm like, yeah, when I get good at flipping, I want a balisong. Or when I'm trying to get better at flipping, I want a balisong that's just going to listen to me so I can completely focus on what I'm doing wrong, not maybe what the balisong is doing wrong. And that's what the Kraken Trainer has really taught me, because I came to be missing a balisong in my collection that was just good. It was just standard. It just flipped, you know? That's something that I have really missed in my collection, because most of my collection is a bunch of goofy little guys, and most of my most consistent flippers, something like the Sliff T, which is honestly probably one of my most consistent flippers in my collection, is a live blade, and I don't want to be flipping that all the time. I wanted a trainer that would deliver that same level of consistency. And I think the Prisma Pro almost gets there, but the weight really is the big problem. I love the weight of the Prisma Pro, 3.7, 3.8, maybe even 4 ounces. But my preference really always has always has, man, what's the word I'm looking for there? I don't know. My preference always has stayed strong in like the 4.2 area, which is coincidentally exactly where the Kraken Trainer is. It's a balisong that flips really, really well. And as much as I still love my Prisma Pro, favorite trainer out there still easily, because I have so much fun when I flip it. When I'm just trying to drill a trick, the Kraken Trainer is probably what I'm going to go to nowadays. I mean, look at the chatter. I got the chatter down now. That's pretty cool. I wasn't doing that consistently before. Now I just need to get double scissors and giraffes down. And maybe even, what am I looking for here? Ladders. Ladders would be pretty cool to learn. Especially ladders into chaplains. Ooh, that'd be very fun. But I've been spending a lot of time flipping the Kraken Trainer and having way more fun with it than I used to, because now I actually am just looking for something that's reliable. I guess reliable is a good word for the Kraken Trainer. It's reliable. It's going to do what I want it to do. Might not be the excitement factor that I used to look for, but I think everyone needs something in their collection that's just super, super reliable, and I find the Kraken Trainer to be incredibly reliable. So, I guess that's kind of an update on the Kraken Trainer, and an introduction into what I believe could be useful in talking about balisongs in the future. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Go vote in the Bally Awards if you haven't yet. Holy cow. We are officially past the number of votes that we had last year, but we're not done yet. Voting will end on the 30th, 2 days from when this video is posted. And then, I guess sometime within the next few days, I will have the award presentation invites out for the people who are presenting awards. And I will have the awards show date officially released. So make sure to follow me on Instagram, linked in the description. Or join the Discord, linked in the description, to be updated on all of that. But I'm going to go work on my Christmas present to you guys, which should be up tomorrow, hopefully, where we will go way more into depth about my and someone else's thoughts on the Kraken. In the meantime, the next Blade Bias video, we'll be talking about my week with the Vault Pro, because man, has it been a week. Thank you all for watching. Really do appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace.